Well, here we are on this fine Friday morning, Briggsy and Burgo. We've decided to do something a little bit different to getting out east, and we've come up, I think it's called Binnerborough, and we're going to go down Duck Creek Road, rightly or wrongly, but a lot of people seem to have done it recently, so we thought, why the hell not? It's an alternative way to get out to Rathdowney. So here we are, we're on our way up. There's plenty of roadworks, isn't there, David?
There's plenty of roadworks. There's been a lot of landslips up here, so obviously trying to secure some of these faces.
Yep, but yeah, it's nice twisties. The 390's handling it well. Onwards and upwards. Just popped the bike into off-road mode and off-road ABS. See what awaits us. Just realised that on this bike you've got to make sure your feet are in the right place, because if it touches the kickstand at all, it cuts the engine, as I just experienced then. I've also, since I last rode this bike, I've made a few changes. I've added some AliExpress pivot pegs, which I'll put a picture of up in the top of the screen. I've added a AliExpress screen protector. I've added some, I think there could be AliExpress bobbins for a stand. And what else have I added? That's about it, I think. Oh, I also added the Zana bars lift kit, which installed fine, and I managed to reroute, even though it comes with two, I think it's two spare clutch cables, or a clutch cable and a brake cable. I managed to reroute the cable behind the fork leg, and yeah, no issues with the length of the stock cable. All good. A few more washouts appearing now, which is what we've been told. It gets worse than that. Yeah, you've got to. I'm thinking about getting a kickstand bypass, because you've got to really remember not to, you know, put your balls of your feet on your pegs, because it just touches the rear stand and cuts the engine. It's a little bit annoying, to be honest. You can get a bypass switch. I don't know how easy it is to install, but if you've done it, please comment and let me know. More black boys, or you can't call them black boys anymore, can you? I do think this bike is designed for people to sit down, because even with the bar risers, you stand up when you need to, but then it almost makes it feel like it wants you to sit back down. Yeah, he's hammering it. He should be happy. He's just recently done all his suspension on that bike. So giving it a nice workout. Bit of a lookout here, if I recall. Very nice. Let's crack on. Suspension's pretty soft on them bigots on the front. I've just turned the compression up a little bit. The hesitation on the throttle, whether the because I don't think I'm touching the kickstand now, but I still feel like it's cutting out, so I don't know if it's that kickstand actually moving on the bumps and it's cutting the engine, but it's a bit unnerving when you're expecting to give it a bit of gas and it like feels like the engine's cutting. I think I will be investigating that bypass switch. Suspension's pretty soft on them bigots on the front. I've just turned the compression up a little bit. The hesitation on the throttle, whether the because I don't think I'm touching the kickstand now, but I still feel like it's cutting out, so I don't know if it's that kickstand actually moving on the bumps and it's cutting the engine, but it's a bit unnerving when you're expecting to give it a bit of gas and it like feels like the engine's cutting. I think I will be investigating that bypass switch. Dave's very happy with his new suspension, unlike me on this bike. Just a bit soft for my paw, this suspension. Can all be fixed, about £1,000. Maybe this is the corner where I think it gets tricky after. Franklin Brothers Lookout. This helmet's coming over my eyebrows. I'm having to squint. Keen. It won't be me in a few weeks if I get a new bike. All right, how you going? Trying to pick the best line for the Paula suspended 390. Not too bad really. Way up. Just avoid that. There we go. It wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Right. Nearly dropped it at nearly dropped it at the end then. So there you go. That's the road that shall not be named completed. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. And I didn't see any road closed signs on the way down, only that we were driving through private property and to stay on the road. So happy days. Onwards and upwards. We'll now join on to Kerry Road, I believe. Catch us in a bit. Duck Creek Road. No closed road signs. Passes through private property. All good. 390 did okay down there. The only problem with it was the suspension's too soft for my weight, but other than that, all good. Doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Easy to intermediate off-road and road. Beautiful. And it's so much more comfortable now with the bar risers on it and the pegs, which are pivot pegs, and they've also dropped 10mm as well. So the bike's really comfortable to ride. I'd almost say it's one of the best bikes I've ridden on the road, especially up those twisties going up there. It was really enjoyable to ride. Probably the most enjoyable bike I've ridden through the twisties, to be honest. Just looking back now, having driven quite a way past the Duck Creek Road's commencement, there are some road closed signs here, so yeah, maybe it is closed, maybe it isn't, who knows, but there's certainly people using it. It's up to you. Do it once, cross it off your to-do list.